Hi, good morning, everyone. If you can hear me, please type yes on the chat. Hello.
Oga, off your camera. Your face that is showing there is not supposed to show. Off your camera. Baba, off your camera. Look your bottom screen. Off your camera. This your face, not the show. It go cause distraction for this meeting. Off your camera, beg.
Everyone, and welcome to today's class. Today is Friday, and then today is NFP. Hope we all know what NFP is. For those of us who attended yesterday's evening class, NFP was, yesterday was fundamentals, and NFP was treated in that class. Let's just quickly go to investing.com and look at what fundamentals we're expecting, or what what fundamentals we're expecting today. Okay. Sorry, not investing.com, Forex Factory. Forex Factory. So we all know that today is NFP, right? So in the Canadian zone by 1:30 p.m., you have employment change, you have unemployment rates. In the US zone, you have the average hourly earnings month on month. You have the non-farm employment change, which is NFP. And then you have the unemployment rate. So that means by 1:30, we are expecting volatility in the market, right? This is an opportunity for you to make some cool cash for yourself. An opportunity for you to make some cool cash for yourself. Okay, so those are the major fundamentals you're expecting today. So let's quickly dive into the charts. Let's quickly dive into the chart and see what we can do before 1:30 p.m. Now this is US 2000, right? This is US 2000. So I'll do this is US 2000. Now the first thing you want to do, to know whether to buy or to sell, is to first of all identify the trend. Now we are in a downtrend now, right? In case you don't know, we are in a downtrend. A downtrend is a series of lower highs and lower lows. It's a series of lower highs and lower lows is what we call a downtrend. If you look at here, this is a high. See where my cursor is? Can you see? This is a high. This is another high. This is another high. These are highs on this particular level here. So this is a high, but this high is lower than the previous high. This is another high, lower than the two previous highs. These are a couple of highs on this particular resistance, which are lower than the three previous highs. This is a low. This is another low. This is another low, another low, another low, another low. So you can see a series of lower highs and lower lows is what gives us a downtrend. Now, if the trend is a downtrend, you are majorly looking for what? Can somebody tell me? Just quickly, just one person. If the trend is a downtrend, what are you looking for? What are you looking to do majorly if the trend is a downtrend? Thank you. The trend is a downtrend. The major thing you're looking to do is to do what? Is to sell. So you know that you are going to sell, but the next thing is now to know where you are likely to sell. Where should I sell from? You want to sell from a resistance and you want to buy from a what? From a support. You want to sell from a resistance as close to a resistance as possible and buy as close to a support as possible. So let's run into this. Let's do this quick. Now, on the 1 hour time frame, I use my 1 hour time frame to determine the trend. So I work with both 1 hour and 15 minutes. Right? So here. Then I go to my 15 minutes. So I've marked these two, I've marked this zone. I've marked this zone here, this resistance and this support. You understand? So I'm going to go to 15 minutes and then mark my minor. See, you can see between those two lines that I drew on 1 hour. I drew these two lines on the 1 hour time frame. But you can see that there are minor support and resistances between them. Come here, see there's a support here. There's another one here. There's another one here. Right? You can see that. So you want to, so I've marked them. Now I'm going to link the highs together, right? So I'm going to link this high. I could link this one. Just link it with link this high. Just make sure that if you are drawing this trend line, make sure it is touching the recent high. It is touching it, you know. It is touching it very well. Like, see the way it's touching it. Because this is the recent high here, this one. This one here. I could have drawn it from here down to this point, but it has to touch, you know. So then I'll add my moving average as well. So you can see now I have this has been able to tell me where I should be looking to do what sell. So this space here is definitely a sell region. This space here is definitely what a sell region. Okay. So for my sell on US 2000, now one is either this price goes down, starts to go down and breaks this support, or it goes up, tries to test this moving average, and then it is rejected from the moving average, and then it starts to sell. Now, when I talk about support and resistance, moving average can act as a support and as a resistance, right? Now, look at this moving average. It is on top of the current price. If you look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 candles have been rejecting off this moving average. So support and resistance can be these horizontal lines that we are seeing here. This one, this proven resistance, all these stone codes. That is one type of support and resistance. The trend line is another type of support and resistance. If the trend line is on top of the candle, like this, if it's on top like this, then it is acting as a resistance. If it is below like this, it is acting as a what? As a support. Okay. So this candle now is going up. It might, if it goes above this moving average, if it is not rejected from this moving average and starts to come down, it might go up to this trend line and then start to come down. But from the 1 hour time frame, we can clearly see that this zone here is what our sell zone. So if you want to take a sell on US 2000, you want to take in your sell around here, 1739.2. Let me just move it a bit down. 1738.7. So for US 2000, you want to sell You want to sell at 1738.7 and take your profits at 1729.4. That is where you want to take your profit. Okay. 1729.4. 1729.4. Right. So I don't have a buy preference here. I don't really have a buy preference. Today's NFPs, I don't really expect much movement upwards. But if you can take a picture of this, if this trend line is broken, then you can be looking for a buy up to this proven resistance if this trend line is broken. But like I always say, I don't want you to place a buy after the trend line is broken. You want to be buying at a support. Look at this candle is currently at this support. If you are buying, you want to be buying on a support. Whether the support is a horizontal line, or the support is a moving average, or the support is a what? Is a trend line like this. You want to be buying from a what? From a support. Because if I buy from here now and I put my stop loss where this sell entry is, so that means let's say I'm buying from this stone code support, and my take profit is at this proven resistance. My stop loss is at 1738.7. You can see that my take profit is the amount of money I'll make on my take profit is almost like ×5 or ×6 of what I'll potentially lose on my stop loss. That is where risk to reward comes in. Okay. So I just did one index. Let me go to currency. Let me look for a currency to do. See, the way this chart is like this, I cannot really do anything. I have to use my indicator, my stochastic RSI VIP indicator, to help me know areas where I want to buy and areas where I want to sell. Okay, so I go to the 1 hour to try and get what the trend is. Now, if you look at what's happening here, this is a low, right? See, this was a high, this was a lower high, then it came down to this point. Now, these are two lows, double bottom. You can place it at 15 minutes. It's not even about, it's about placing the trade at the price that was given to you. If you place it at the price, irrespective of the time frame. But what I did was I used 1 hour and 15 minutes to analyze to do my analysis. You can place the trade from any time frame, but just make sure you're placing it at that price I said. So look at, right? If you look at Euro USD, you see that this is a low, right? This is another low, which is higher than the previous one. This is another low. And this is another, this is the current low. Right? This is a high. This is another high. So you can see an uptrend is a what? Is a series of higher lows and what? And higher highs. On an uptrend, what are we looking to do on an uptrend? We know we are looking to what? To buy an uptrend. That is what we are looking to do. We are looking to do what? To buy. Right? So I'm going to try and connect these lows. I can minimize and just connect this low with the current one. You can see touching the low, this one, right? Touching it. So I've used the trend line to connect it. So this is where the current market price is at. This is the closest resistance to it. This is how I do my analysis before I trade. This is my closest resistance. This is my closest to support. So you can enter a buy and take your profit at this week resistance because that's where price is going to. Right? Let me add my moving average. Can you see? Can you see how my moving average is acting? So there's a confluence. What is a confluence? In social studies, they taught us about a confluence, like maybe where two rivers meet. Look at this stone cold supports, this trend line, and this moving average are all meeting at this point. Let me go to 15 minutes. Look, this trend line, this what do you call it? This horizontal resistance. Now, my candle has closed above this moving average. My RSI is above 50. If you look down, my RSI is above 50 here. And my stochastic RSI has already crossed upwards. Look here as well. RSI above 50, stochastic RSI crossed upwards. So you can enter a buy to this week resistance. Okay, you can enter a buy, a buy at current market price, and target this week resistance as your take profit 1. If it goes above it, and target the next one and take profit 2. So you want to buy Euro USD, buy at CMP, current market price, take profits at 1.05512. That is take profits 1. Take profit 2 at 1.05543. So that is my take on what Euro USD. Let me do gold. Let me see if there's okay. There's another. Let me do 2 currencies before I do one commodity. Gold. See, I can't with the way this stuff is now. I can't really. I've never done now. I've done US 2000. Also, right. Let me quickly add my VIP indicator. Right, so you can see from what we can see here. Can somebody tell me what trend we're in? What trend are we in? Please. I don't know the trend we're in. Can somebody tell me? Why did somebody said Mr. Samuel said we're in an uptrend? Why does Mr. Samuel think we're in an uptrend? Why? Can somebody enlighten? Can somebody say downtrend? So some people are saying, or some people are saying down. Please, if you want, someone should please. I want somebody to tell me. Oh, okay. Mr. Samuel said the market is making higher highs and higher lows. Thank you, Mr. Samuel. Look at this. At this point, this was a high. At this point, the market was coming down here. Made a high, made another high, which was lower, made another high. When it got to this point, that was when the trend changed. From having lower highs. These are high. These are lows. These are under low. So lower highs, lower lows, right? Now this started changing here from a high to another high to another high. This is a low. This is sorry. This is a low. Sorry, low. Higher lows. This is a high, and then this is another what high. So higher lows, higher highs, giving us what an uptrend, right? So we are in an uptrend. We are looking for more of what of buys. You see sales there, but those sales are going to be what retracements. You need to One very important thing that we need to know how to do is to look at the market in the right way. You need to know how to look at the market in the what? In the right way. Then look at this candlestick pattern here that is resting on this tone code support. If you know about candlestick patterns, you know how they work, right? So I'm going to, so this is where the current price is at right now, right? So on my 1 hour time frame, which I'm using as my time frame for identifying my trend, this is the closest resistance to it. This is the closest support. So I'll go to my 15 minutes and look out for minor supports. So like this is one here. There's too much space here in the middle. Since I'm not seeing any support and resistance here, what I'll do is I'm going to go to 5 minutes and see if I can see anyone. So there's one here on 5 minutes. Right? I think there's another one. There's one here. Let me draw my trend line. So I'm going to link up this low. Just make sure that it's touching. Just make sure that if I can draw it from here, I can also draw it from here. I decide to draw it from here. Just make sure it is touching, that it is touching the current. I told us to take an instant buy on GBP USD, right? That's it, up all the way to this weak resistance, all the way to this 1 point. Take an instant buy. We take profit at 1.21952. I'll still write it then. Let me add my moving average. Can you see? There's a confluence here. There's a confluence of what? Can someone tell me? Confluence of what? There's a confluence of what? Someone should tell me. There's a confluence of what? Someone should help me. I said a confluence is like where maybe a couple of things are. Yeah, so you have, there's a confluence here. Look at on 15 minutes. Look at my RSI, my moving average is, RSI is above 50. My RSI is above 50. The classic RSI is also crossing upwards. If you look at the 1 hour time frame, my RSI is, can you see it? Somebody said no audio. Please, if you can hear me, please, can you type yes on the chat? How is somebody saying no audio? Mr. Kayode, everybody can hear me. So as you can see, right, you can see how there is a trend line, there is a horizontal support, and then there is a moving average, all acting as what? As supports. Mr. Dante James, I have a just my name is Julian. Maybe after the chat, for all of you who are asking how you can use this stochastic average, after the chat, you can send me a message. You can ask your account manager to send a message across to me. I'll tell you how to use it. All right, so basically that is it, right? That is it. So you want to enter this bias. It started, a while. My name is Julian. So you ask a comment after my name and they just tell you. When you said it's a double top, you should be selling. Well, if you feel you should be selling, you should sell. If it comes, if this resistance, if this bullish candle goes to this weak resistance of 1.219 GBP USD buy at current market price TP 1.21952. Now, someone was saying something about sell or something. This is a double top. We should be selling based on general trend of D1. Okay. D1 is a long time. I don't want to be doing this, but if you want to sell, you want to sell at a resistance. Okay. You want to wait for the price to get to resistance. If this price comes up and touches this resistance now, this is a top. Won't it form a double top, Mr. Kayode? If as this price is going up now to this resistance, if it starts to fall here, this is one top. Won't it form a double top? Mr. Kayode, answer me. You need to answer me. There's Mr. Kayode that said. Mr. Kayode, answer me now. I said, if this thing now, as it's going up now, and it's rejected from this untested resistance, and it starts to come down, would that not be a double top, since this is one top, and this is a second top? Okay. So let me do gold. GBP USD. So gold. So you can see that's hits. If it is not rejected from there, your TP2, if that resistance is broken, your TP2 for GBP USD can be 1.22156. GBP USD TP2 should be 1.22156. Okay, in case it is not, so you can just be looking at it and then, Mr. Johnny, I'm not just using the moving average. I'm using both the moving average, the trend line, support and resistance, stochastic RSI. All of these indicators are combined together to help me know where I want to buy and where I want to sell from. Okay. Somebody says I sound so much like Samuel. Well, I learned a lot from Samuel. Samuel is my boss, so I'm a very curious person. All of you should be curious. If you are curious, you're going to learn. But some of us, we are not curious. Okay. Right. Somebody said he missed the NFP class. Why did you miss the NFP class? So this is gold, right? So from what you can see on the chart, what trend is gold in? And why is it? What trend? What trend? What trend? What trend? Somebody said gold's on a downtrend. Why do you think gold's on a downtrend? See here, some of us, we don't look at this. Some of us, we look at the chart in the wrong way. If you want to look at the chart, in fact, the first thing you want to do is to first of all look at the chart correctly. Don't look at the chart like this. What is this? Like, because some of us will go to, like, we look at the chart like this. Like, how will you even know what is happening if the chart is like, you can't even know what is happening. You need to zoom out and see it very well. Like, look at the charts well. You can clearly see that from here, for example, this was a high, this was another high, this was another high, another high, another high, another high. So clearly, gold has been going down for a very long time. For a long time. Since when? Since 20th of 9 is what? January, February, March, June, July. 9 is September, right? 9 is what? Yeah, gold is consolidating, right? Although it is on a downtrend because this is the current, this was the last high, right? Thank you. It is consolidating, but it is on a bearish one. It is on a downtrend, but it is currently consolidating or it is currently ranging, right? Mainly because of NFP that is coming out. So you notice that when NFP is about to come out, the market is kind of slow. It's not really moving that well. Like it's just because investors and traders alike are waiting for what the report will say before they place their trades, right? So I'm going to connect this high with the current one, which is this one here, right? So on 1 hour, this is where price is. This is the closest resistance to price. This is the closest support to the price, right? Then the next thing I'll do, I'll go to my 15 minutes and see, can see how big that line that I drew is. Look at, see that ranging, see how big the line is. So I'll draw my minor supports and resistance on 15 minutes, right? Draw my minor support and resistance. If I feel that there's too much space, I might go to 5 minutes and maybe draw. If I feel that maybe there's too much space, I just go to 5 minutes. Look, on 5 minutes, I just got one here. Another one here. And there's one down here. So you can see how clean, sparkling clean, hypo clean. My chart is clean. Now add my moving average. Let me go to 1 hour and see what's going on. See on my 1 hour, currently price, can see that this is a support, right? A support. If you look to your left, last time price got there, price went up. Can you see it? Look at that rejection here. Look at the rejection. Look at the rejection. And now price is trying to reject. Now, if I want to sell, I said I like to sell at a resistance, right? So as this price is going up, see, I want to ask a question. I just said something now. I said the best place to sell is at a resistance, and the best place to buy is at a support. Now, we know that gold, although it is ranging, but that range is on a downtrend. So you might still be looking for sales. Now, I want to ask a question. What is the first support? What is the first resistance that you can see here on this chart on 15 minutes? What is the first resistance that you can see? What is the first resistance you can see, please? I can see like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can see 4 resistances, but what is the first one you can see? No, that is not. Thank you, Mr. Emmanuel Mills. Thank you. Thank you. The moving average is I told us that the horizontal lines are not only resistance that you see. Moving average, I said it here, is also a resistance. Where look at here where the moving average is on top of the candles, it is serving as a resistance. Here where it is below, it's serving as a support. Now this candle is probably attempting to try and come to this moving average and then start pushing down from that place. After the moving average, what is the next resistance that you can see? After the moving average, yes, there is. There is technically, but I'm saying the one that I drew, just the one that I drew. The next resistance is trend line. There is a confluence of a trend line and a horizontal resistance. After that one, you have the what? The weak resistance. So what I'm basically saying is that because you're on a downtrend, if you are looking to sell, what are the likely areas you want to sell that you're going to be looking to sell from? If you want to sell, we are on a downtrend, so we are looking for sales, right? If you are to sell, what are the likely areas that where are the likely areas where you are supposed to sell from? Someone, Mr. Kende, thank you. At resistance points. So where are the resistance points here? Where are the resistance points? How many resistance points can you see? No, now. There are specific resistance points here that you can see. Where are they? These are the resistance points. This is the this is the first resistance point. This is the second resistance point. And this is the third resistance point. So that means if you are looking to sell, either you sell from this moving average or you sell from this trend line where this trend line and this horizontal line are crossing, or you sell from this weak resistance. But below here, this zone here is a sell zone. Here is a sell zone. Okay. Here is a what? Is a sell. Is a sell zone. So, you know, I could just tell you, oh, wait for price to break below 1818.47, but I don't really like to do that. I don't really like to do that. Below here, this is a sell zone. Above this trend line, this is a buy zone. This side, this is a buy zone. Because above the trend line, you know, it starts to go. Then you begin to have like a look at above this trend line. You can see that there's a high here. If the price goes above the trend line, it is going to go above the high. So it is now going to start forming higher highs, right? So, but if this thing comes here now and it is rejected, it's going to form a lower high. This is a high. If this candle now starts coming up now and it comes here and it is rejected, that means this is a high, this is a lower high, which is a continuation of the downtrend. But if it goes above this trend line, above here, to go above this high, to now start forming higher highs, which is now an option, that means you're looking for buys. That's why I say that is a buy zone. Study to show thyself approved. So I could tell you to sell here. This is a sell zone here. Right? This is a sell zone. So ordinarily, what I would like is for price to go and hit either of these things and then start selling from there. Right? That is what I would prefer. So, but I don't know, but you guys don't have this setting. So, and some people don't like to set sell limits. So let's just do it like this. For gold, you want to enter a sell once price comes down to 1818.21. Gold. Gold. Sell at 1818.21. TP at 1815.95. Okay. Yeah. That is my take on what on gold. I've said you should buy, but this moving average might resist this price. If we had seen this, if we have seen this chart when price was at this support, would have placed the buy from this support to this moving average. If we had analyzed good when price had not started moving up, you know, we would have placed the buy from this support all the way to this moving average. So I've done good. Needs to be fast too. US 100. I like to clean my chart up. So this is like, see, this is these lines were drawn yesterday. Who is doing UK 100? When was the last time I this Agnes, why are you doing UK 100? UK 100 does not give much money like that. This US 100 is tricky. Is it tricky? Yeah, it's a bit tricky actually, because although on 4 hours you can tell that the trend is an uptrend, but on 1 hour, it went up, went down, and it's just, let me, okay. So US 100 is on an uptrend. The RSI is just marginally above 50. So I'll link this low with this higher low here. Right? So this is on 1 hour, this is the closest resistance, this is the closest support. Let me go to 15 minutes and see if there are any, can see. There are minor ones. This is here. This one is here. Add my moving average. Right? So for US 100, you want to buy when price gets to US 100, you want to buy at 14883.93 and take your profit at your TP1 at 14904.18, TP2 at 14951.14. Remember, you don't have to wait for price to get to take profit. Once you're in profit, it is now left to you, to decide whether you want to close the trade or whether you want to leave it open. Okay. See what is happening here, for example. Look, on 15 minutes, this is showing you, what is going on here. But on 1 hour, it's not showing you any, show you like a bullish candle. So sometimes you need to, be mindful of how you look at the candle. Okay. So this is like a retracement. So it might come retrace maybe somewhere here, maybe retrace on this moving average or here and then start pushing up. Okay. As I've said, if you enter a sell here, maybe enter a sell from here to the moving average. But this is an uptrend. If we wanted to take a sell, we would have entered that sell once we saw it coming out from this resistance. Maybe we'd have gone to 5 minutes and then you could see. So you can see what's happening here now. There's a turn code support here, right? So you can actually buy from here and put your stop loss below this turn code support and start buying up. You can start buying from here since price is on the support now. And start buying the US 100. Place a current buy, then put your stop loss below here, and then take it up from there. Okay. All right. So I've done US 100. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not done much. USD JPY. Look at what happened with USD JPY. What happened here? Can you see this very long? Look at crazy. Sorry, I've never done oil. I'm not good with oil because oil is mostly fundamental. It's not really technical, it's mostly fundamental. You know, so I've never really done oil. Look at AUD USD. You can see there's a low here, there's a higher low, there's another higher low. You can see that, right? There's a low, there's a higher low, another higher low, another higher low. And also see the highs as well. High, high, high. So obviously we are in a what? In an uptrend with AUD USD. What is asking me if you can enter buy at current price, but I said it. I remember I remember saying it like enter buy, like I actually said it. Like I know I said it. Like I said enter buy at current market, set your stop loss. I know it because it was at a support. I said enter. I'm still being asked. What was I doing again? USD. Was it AUD USD? All right, so let me scroll my chart with hypo. So this is 1 hour. This is the closest resistance to the current market price and the closest support to the current market price. So I go to 15 minutes, draw minor support and resistance that I can see. Yeah. I can link, this low to this one and drag it down if I want. Right? And even do it from, if you do it, you see it looks small from here, right? But if you look at it, so yeah. In average. So you can enter a buy once price gets to, they've entered a buy from this support. Once price gets to 0.63689, you can enter a buy on AUD USD. AUD USD. Enter a buy at 0.63689. TP1 will be 0.63771. GP2 0.63809 for AUD USD. Look at 1 hour. Can you see what's happening here? Can you see? There's a confluence of the horizontal line, the trend line, and the moving average, all acting as what? As support, pushing the price what? Upwards. Okay. So that is my take on AUD USD. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. US 500. US 500. Let me do a thorough house cleaning. Right now I'm applying hypo and jig to my chart to clean it. What's going on in US 500? Okay. All right. So this is the closest resistance to price. This is the closest support to price. This is a low. This is a higher one. Come to 15 minutes. Some of us as are looking at this now, I'm probably thinking we should know what to do before I even say it. You want your chart to be sparkling clean as my moving average, right? So you want to you can place a buy now at current market price, or place a buy when price gets to 4294.8 for US 500. You want to buy at 4294.8. You want to take profits at 4301.2. So that is my take on US 500. Oh, D30. I'm always missing D30. 30. D30, 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 D30. D30. Say something about this US 2000. That if it breaks, and now it's going to disproven resistance. Okay. So the sell preference for US 2000 did not trigger. So this one can buy up to this proven resistance. Let me what's going on with D30. D30 is currently at the resistance. I don't think I want to trade D30. I don't like it's ranging. D30 is ranging, right? It's not really giving me high. The higher highs and higher lows they're not really clear cut. So I'll just leave it alone. The highs and the lows, they are not clear cuts. So I'll just leave it alone. Let me try USD card and see. USD card is giving me something nice. Although I missed it again. See now, we missed. Look at this beautiful. Look at how beautiful the structure is. Look at the beauty. Look at from here, from this high, just connect the other one. Beautiful. Nice connection. Go to your 15 minutes, draw minor ones. It's not showing me any support minus. So I'll go to 5 minutes and see if I'll see anyone. There's one here. There's another one here. There's another one here. So I'm back. So add my moving average to 1 hour. Can you see? On 1 hour, horizontal line, trend line, and moving average all acting as a confluence to push the price down, right? So for the buy, price is on the downtrend, but it's kind of retracing. There's a kind of support region around here. So if he's going to buy, we can look to enter a buy here, maybe somewhere here, and take our profits at this moving average. So for USD CAD, you want to buy at 1.37044, 1.37044, and take your profit at 1.37131. 1.37131. So that is my take. If it goes to that moving average and it starts to reject from either this moving average or from this trend line, so you can mark the price level, right? The moving average price level, the USD CAD moving average price level is at 1.37131. The trend line, and then the trend line, where the trend line intercepts with the horizontal resistance, trend line / horizontal resistance, the price level there is at 1.37236. So these are the areas where price might look to reject from. Okay. All right. USD CAD. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. I've tried though. I've tried. USD CHF. What's going on USD CHF? Somebody says I'm fast. Please, am I fast? Entry point for what? For USD CAD. Buy at 1.37044. That's the entry point for the buy. I wonder how somebody says I'm fast. Me, fast. It means that I've not even drank water this morning. My mouth is paining me. I'm trying to see how I can talk as slow as possible. You're saying I'm fast. So this is it. Right? Nice. What trend is USD CAD? Is USD CHF on? What trend is USD CHF on? What trend is USD CHF on? Someone tell me the trend USD CHF is on. Nobody. Somebody said uptrend. How is it an uptrend? I think if an exam was to be written in this class, Emmanuel Mills would be the person that will come first every time. Emmanuel Mills would be the person that will come first all the time. So there's like a support region around here. Let me add my moving average. Can you see? You can see how this moving average and this trend line, it's acting as a confluence. Let me go to 15 minutes. There's a resistance here. Let me go to 5 minutes. There should be one here. There's a resistance here. So this candle is looking to for sell on USDCH. If price comes down to USDCHF, can sell at 0.91178 TP 0.91094 can buy at 0.91262. Take your profits at 0.91336 USDC. Okay. Oh, what next? Mr. Patricia, is not about the MFIGO. There are other things you have to consider. Everything works together. It's not just one. US 30. What can I get from US 30? Refresh. Add my indicator. Do some house cleaning. What's going on with US 30? Closest resistance and closest support. Go to 15 minutes. There's a resistance here. So you might look to sell from there. There's a support here. The minor ones on 15 minutes. Add my moving average. If it's going to retrace, so start selling from here. And sell all the way down to this point. If it's going to keep buying, you can buy from here. So this is my last one. US 30. Buy at 33368, 33368. CP 33413. Sell at 33320. Take your profits at 33282. So we did 10 instruments. Thank you, everybody. This is where I call it a day. I just said that the period is smooth, but it's not just this. You cannot work with, you need to work with everything. The support and resistance, the moving average, the trend line, the RSI, the stochastic. It's not just only period that's going to make it work. Period number is 21. So Gavin, you have to maybe ask your account manager if there's going to be an NFP class. There was an NFP class yesterday, so I don't think you should be holding NFP classes on the day of NFP, because on the day of NFP, Not the only one that wants to make money. Every other person. You think I want to be telling you about NF now? I don't want to make money in NF. No. I'm not really into cutting sugar copper. I have colleagues that do that. You know, Chikezie, Chikezie Solomon. I think Samuel also does sometimes. So thank you, everybody. And have a nice, wonderful day.